Could I stay balanced?
And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Corner. And we are back. We got the full crew in the house. That is what it's all about. The Yankees, out of any team in the league, are the best equipped to handle a blow like this.
I think there is a higher power at play here. He's due law of averages. That dude is the ultimate scrub. It's trash. Yeah. Every person you have in there is fucking trash.
Next game, you're going to see a big performance. You can see it in the end of the game, and I'm just totally stoked and excited for this.
We are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Port. And let's just say we have the full crew in the house.
Yeah.
How are we all doing today?
Phenomenal.
Astronomical.
Metagonomical.
Philonomical.
But is it just me or in studio? It's been a while since we've all been here, right?
I would say so.
Because obviously we had the whiskey barrel last week.
ages.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
No, yeah. In studio, yeah, with all of us.
Yeah. So that's great. Honestly, love the energy this morning. Love having everyone here. And as it's Thursday, I mean, we wake up with another Yankee victory, Tony.
Look at him.
To your happiness and another Met loss. But, we've come to get used to that, over the years. But I think Yankees win. I think it would be a good time to just jump right into it. The world of Major League Baseball.
2-2, he got him swinging. The back-to-back strikeouts for Robbie Ray.
There's damage right there. Shohei, way, Cy-Yo, nada, where did that land?
Stuck to Chapman, who leaps up and grabs it.
Story spins and fires, out at first. There it goes, see ya. Home run, Aaron Judge.
From last night, home run Aaron Judge. Oh, he just does that every night. Never mind.
No, that was the night when they played the White Sox in the Field of Dreams game. They lost.
But he hit the big home run because that's why he's
yeah.
my favorite player of all time.
Last year.
But, as you alluded to before,
They lost.
the Yankees win once again, 4-3 over the Rays. Another series. And how about this? I know you love this, Matt. You've always been a historian of the Yankees.
Is that a fight?
13 straight home victories.
I didn't hear it.
Longest home winning streak since 1973.
Sick.
Did they win in 73?
Well,
I don't know. I mean, they've won almost every year, so I'd have to check.
You don't know, Brian?
I mean, come on. I started in the 90s, Tony. I mean, we're talking 70s here. But at the end of the day, I mean, you just gotta love what you see. And Nestor, he wasn't completely dominant. A couple walks here, 3 walks over 5 1/3. But he did, only allow one run.
I'm so excited.
Yo, give me that soundbite again that I didn't get to hear.
unbelievable.
That's great. And you look at the rest of the pitching staff. I mean, pretty much kept them at bay. Little Miguel Castro. I have to say, he's looking more and more like a Met as the weeks go on. I mean, I guess this is what you had to deal with, the inconsistencies.
Yeah, we definitely struggle with inconsistencies. But you know what? Like you said, he is kind of streaky, I suppose. But I feel like he has his good runs that are more often than the bad ones, honestly.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
I think he'll be fine.
And especially as more guys come back, his like role in the bullpen will get, he'll be further down the totem pole. So less pressure situations. Clay Holmes, once again, getting the job done, his 11th save of the season. And, I mentioned, offensively, Judge with that home run in the first inning, his 25th home run to go along with a .313 average and a .683 slugging percentage. So clearly on pace to be the MVP of the American League. It's just like we said before, 30 games over 500. I mean, you couldn't have dreamed of a better start for the Yankees. So everything lining up. And of course, big series win against Tampa to pick up another game. And one thing, that really isn't involved with this game, but just was very, disappointing to me to hear. And I don't know if this is just kind of talk, but Aaron Boone was alluding to the fact that Aroldis Chapman is going to basically regain the closer's role. I mean, do you think that's just, but when he actually comes back, they're not going to do that because they know, they're going to get absolutely murdered in the media.
I think it's just semantics right now. I think he just has something like that he has to say. You know what I mean?
So I don't think you got to keep Holmes. We
And
have
he's-
to keep
and
Holmes
he's-
in there.
No, and then he
Not
goes-
go back to Chapman.
No, it's like one of those things like, does a bear...
Chapman's going to be so pissed.
Oh, yeah. No, but he literally goes, yeah, we'll still use Holmes in high leverage situations.
yeah.
What are you going to use him in blowouts?
What does that mean?
Yeah, really.
I mean, I think that would be maybe the biggest like managerial mistake I've ever seen since watching the Yankees, to just put him right back into the fire.
Are they worried about him? Like,
Chapman?
yeah, like, are they worried about him? Just like if they push him down to like not the closer role, they're
Yeah,
gonna
they're
be
gonna
like
be
he's
pissed.
gonna be tight.
Yeah,
he can't
exactly.
handle it. Like,
Yes.
So
That's
what?
100%.
So what?
I know.
That's the business, dude. You're a
Exactly.
professional ball player. You're not
Exactly.
doing
yeah,
well.
No, that shouldn't even be a thing.
Like Clay Holmes is in there doing really well. Like you would want him in the high leverage
Right.
situations, and like what the hell, dude?
Chapman's ego was not going to be able to take it. That's what a lot of people are saying.
Yeah.
I can see that too.
I-
That's so.
I mean, the only thing I'm thinking is maybe they're saying that now too, just like, so as he's rehabbing, he's all normal, he's relaxed, and then kind of just say, oh, well, we're going to take it game by game. That's what I'm hoping, because it's just so nice. I mean, we've had to go through at this point. I mean, it's like 5 years of the Chapman anxiety in the ninth. We're never completely comfortable, even if it's a 3-run lead and it's the first batter of the game and he strikes him out. We're still uncomfortable. You feel like he's just always vulnerable to walk a bunch of people, to give up a home run. You know, it just really, I would love for them to just trade him. I don't know about you. I know, like, okay, you want to have bullpen pieces, but I just would love to eliminate that problem.
Well, this is the last year of his contract, right?
Right.
So just keep him around. I mean, no, he does throw hard.
Trade him.
Despite maybe, but
And
trade him.
I mean,
well, you trade him if he's gonna be a little baby about it.
yeah, and
Clearly, he's gonna be right.
I
So
mean,
trade him.
in the past, he said, I'm willing to do whatever role you need me to do. So, I mean, I would be very impressed and definitely very surprised at the same time, too, if he were to, before he comes back, just make a statement and say, Clay Holmes has been doing a hell of a job. I'm willing to do whatever role needs to be. He's the best pitcher in baseball right now.
Yeah.
And that's what he should say, because that's the truth.
Yeah, 100%.
So I guess we'll see. I think he's still got a little time. I want to say a week or two till he comes back.
Yeah, I think it's about right.
Yeah, it's not like just right around the corner. Virtue though of that win last night, I mentioned the 30 games over 500. How about an 11-game lead over the Rays? And this is a team that has just given us so many fits over the past couple of years. So to have that relaxed lead and to have 9 over Toronto, I mean, I just feel like they're in perfect position, and this is a crucial stretch because Houston's coming up, and then another series with the Rays as well as the Blue Jays.
Yeah, no, big litmus test for the Yanks here. Quality teams where they'll be playing. Definitely a little bit different than what the schedule has been so far. But you got to play who's on the schedule. So everybody that's saying like, oh, like they haven't played anybody, like, they play who's on the schedule. And great teams are supposed to beat the shit out of the teams that suck. And that's what they've been doing. And you know what? They fared well against the teams that are good too.
Yeah.
So Yankees just a solid ball club, Tony.
And,
all the way around. Dude.
Obviously,
every phase.
I mean, the two is, me and you obviously have closely followed them for years upon years. So I think we could confidently say this is the first time. It's always one way or the other. And most of the time it's offense, but it's like we've never seen them win both ways consistently throughout this long of a stretch. You know what I mean? It's not all 10-2. It's not all low-scoring games. It's a nice mix of both. And against a Rays team, like I think winning this way is fine because these are the way postseason games are going to go.
Yeah,
You're not going to score 10 runs.
This is what we've been asking for the past like 5 years. Is be more dynamic. Be more of a dynamic baseball team, dude. Like it's not just home run or bust for every single time.
And
you know what I mean? Like the home runs are great, but you got to be able to win games in other ways. And they're finally doing it with the pitching. Finally with the pitching, dude. It's about maybe like elementary school that they've had.
Yeah,
it's
crazy. I would say since, what do you think, 2001 was the last time?
Can I have my mic?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, Clemens and, Andy Pettit obviously was always, the big guy.
Man,
you're
not man.
Did he turn 50 yesterday? I thought I saw something.
I don't know. Maybe. Dude.
I think it was just his birthday.
Hello?
Michael's experiencing some headphones issues.
Oh, no. I thought you wanted to make a point.
Let's see.
I forgot it now.
About
June
Pettit.
15th.
Oh, yeah.
June 15th, 1972.
That's the last time.
Yeah, he just turned 50.
That's the last time.
Happy 50th to Andy.
Andy
right?
Pettit.
You're always a big Pettit guy, right?
Eugene
Dude,
Pettit.
I loved his look when he had his hat.
Oh, my
dude.
What about when his elbow would pop out every time he delivered the ball?
Right there.
Oh,
that would be crazy.
here he is. Where?
What a Yankee.
Tony, you don't seem like you're very happy that he's 50.
Is he 50 today?
I feel like you always like pet it, no?
No, yeah.
Sad
How do you?
photo that
dude,
Gino
come on.
Oh,
pulled in.
yeah. Sick.
It's just a
Dope.
shame,
He's
though.
probably the
I
best
know,
softie.
like, but just that he had to get tangled up with Clemens and the Royd stuff.
Oh,
you know?
man.
I know.
I know, it's a
tough.
damn shame.
With
dude.
the trainer was
How many World
Maccabee,
Series?
Brian
Do you like the World
Maccabee.
Series?
Oh, it's
Five
right,
of them,
dude.
absolutely,
He
absolutely.
ratted out Clemens, no?
I don't think he ratted him.
It wasn't.
Did
He was forced to testify.
Right,
he didn't
right,
have a
right.
choice.
You got to testify under oath, Tony.
You gotta
Yeah,
die with the lie.
honest, dude.
You die with the lie.
Because, like, I mean,
shoot yourself.
Tony, like, do you feel like if that never happened, though, he would have been 100% in the Hall of Fame?
Oh, easily, yeah. I mean, that's the biggest question: is the
Yeah.
steroids issue, right? I mean, what else would be, hindering him from entering the Hall? Nothing.
Yeah, well,
Right?
because it was an interesting case, and I almost kind of like compare it to like Mussina, where the numbers, it wasn't dominant. Like he's having like a 2.5 ERA every year, like it was upper threes. But postseason games, I think at least he was. I don't know if it's changed over the past couple of years, but he was like the all-time leader in postseason wins.
Yeah, I was
which is
gonna say,
obviously
dude. I
important.
mean, the postseason play is really where it counts. Is what a lot of people look at. I mean, he won championships because of his postseason play. I mean, that's why people are arguing that Bumgarner should be in the Hall too, because he was lights out in the
Oh,
postseason.
yeah, I mean,
he
he
led the
definitely-
Giants to World Series,
Definitely
right?
should be in the
Like
Hall of Fame.
he's gonna be like,
Those performances in
Yeah,
the World Series were
unbelievable.
like second to none.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's ridiculous.
Unbelievable. And then
Look
he
at him
came,
now.
and then it was Game 7, right, where he came in out of the
Out of
bullpen.
the
Out of the
bullpen, I
bullpen,
think
yeah,
3 or
just
4
shut it-
innings out of the
shut it
pen.
down.
Oh,
And it's funny. I think in like
Yeah.
any sport that we have, if you think about the past 20 years and even going forward, there'll never be a less recognized like 3 and 5 years than the San Francisco Giants.
Yeah.
No one even thinks about it, talks about it. I know East Coast, West Coast, but it is kind
So
of
let's
crazy
see,
that
it was,
they did that.
It was 2010,
2012 and 2014.
2014.
Yeah.
So they won 3 and 6.
5 years.
5 years.
Yeah.
Every other even year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Stretch.
crazy, dude.
And then they
That's
made it to
wild.
the wild card in 16, but lost to.
The New York.
Oh, did they really? Dude, I had no idea.
Yeah. I believe so.
didn't know
What
that?
happened? What happened the rest of that year, dude?
In when?
Or wait, was
Wait,
that 2015?
15,
Okay, it was
15,
15. Okay,
15.
and then
En
obviously.
route to the,
And then they lost
Oh man.
to the Royals.
Have you kind of, even though obviously
Wow.
he was at the
I know.
helm, and they got him to the World Series, just because of his comments like afterward on SNY and stuff, are you kind of soured on Terry Collins? Like, you kind of attacked Matt Harvey and all that, or you think Harvey deserves it? He blew it. It's his fault.
Oh gosh, I mean, I think it's a little bit of both, but yeah, I feel like his comments were kind of unwarranted,
Yeah.
especially after the fact. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You know.
But
I he was a good manager, though. I mean,
yeah, he was a good man.
yeah, but
Yeah.
it's just the comments were even. I remember when he said that, and people were like, "What?"
Yeah,
Like, why?
they could not believe
Yeah.
that he did that. It
I
kind of
know.
seemed like it was breaking a code of some sort.
Yeah, exactly.
What exactly did he say again?
No, he just said that like Harvey basically said that he was considering suicide, and he like made that public
Oh.
knowledge on SNY and
Yeah.
like Baseball Night in
Oh,
America
yeah.
or whatever they call it. Yeah,
And like so nonchalantly, like,
That's
oh
terrible.
yeah, I know.
yeah. You can't do
Dick.
that. You just can't. But I mean, we mentioned the Mets, Tony. What happened last night?
All right, so obviously we know who's on the mound, David Peterson, right?
Who?
David Peterson.
Who? Mike Jones.
Didn't he win a Cy Young last year, or he was supposed to?
Yeah, he was supposed to, dude. But I mean, I don't know what his deal was. Maybe he just didn't warm up enough, but he seemed so cold in that first inning. He hit, I mean, back-to-back hit batsmen off of like backdoor sliders. Obviously putting the Mets in a pretty precarious situation in the first inning. The Bucks. The Brewers ended up scoring 2 in the first. And then after that, you have Corbin Burns on the mound. Former Cy Young winner, right? We know he's got good stuff, and he did. He had some. I mean, he was just like working the corners of the strike zone really well last night. But I mean, we've seen how talented some of the batters can be in the Mets lineup. And in the first inning, they challenged him. They had 2 men on. With 2 outs, who's up? Francisco Lindor, who's been batting, I think, 160 this month. Not very good. What is he batting? Like maybe 230,
242. Struck
in
out
the
twice
year.
last night. Are you completely out on him now?
Dude, no, not completely out, obviously, but it's like, dude, like last night, he was in the position to like score some runs, like even it back up, let Peterson feel a little bit more calm. And he just like swung at some pitch high and away. Like, what are you like? Literally, like he leaning over, reaching for it. It's like, what are you looking at? What are you doing, dude? And then, on top of that, honestly, Peterson didn't really have like a horrible outing. Let's see, he went 4 innings, 4 earned runs, 6 hits. But I mean, you know,
I mean, isn't that horrible? Though?
yeah, it's pretty bad. But I mean, when you're looking at his pitches, though, like after the first inning, he gave up 2, right? I don't know what it was because he seemed really cold coming in that first inning. But second, third inning, he picks it up. His slider was there. He was getting some strikeouts. He only had 3 Ks, but he had good pitches. And I think, there was a few times as well where
Oh my God.
I think in the 5th.
I'm so sorry, Tony. You would want to hear this news. It's bad news. Sad news.
Oh.
Billy Kametz, Pokemon voice actor, has died.
Oh no.
Age 35. Ash Ketchum.
What?
That's terrible.
How did they say how?
Colon cancer.
Oh no.
No
dude.
way.
It's actually really bad how this person wrote it in the nostalgic 90s Facebook page. They said he battled colon cancer in Cancer 1.
Oh my God. Jesus.
Jesus.
Never heard that described. Like
Yeah,
that
right.
It sounds like a Schefter
Yeah.
Haskins
Oh
type
my
of situation.
God.
Sounds like a ES.
Yeah. Jeremy Schaff.
Yeah. That's terrible.
That
He
is
was the
hard.
voice of
35
who's,
to Ash Ketchum.
Ash
Yeah.
Ketchum.
That's horrible, dude. We've just
That's
been
brutal.
watching the movies too here.
All right.
Well, obviously our condolences to
Yeah.
his family and everything like
absolutely.
that.
I
That's
just
tough.
figured you would-
35 is so young.
I
too.
know.
It is.
Holy shit. I can't believe he's only 35.
I mean, crazy that he was still voicing it.
So,
I
yeah,
know.
so he must have been what, like 18 when he was doing that?
Probably.
Yeah, if you think
Wow.
about how long Pokemon.
Yeah.
He was probably living a crazy life. in
I
Japan.
bet. Oh my
Yeah.
God. And so like
At
under the
18.
radar too, like
Yeah.
chilling,
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
They,
Well, you
stuff
never
gets
know.
lit in Tokyo. You think?
Maybe,
What?
definitely, dude. Well, you never know. Maybe in Japan.
Ridiculous.
Dude.
Like a different
Yeah.
world there, Bart.
Yeah,
You
it
know-
would be tough for me to survive there,
Oh,
unfortunately.
what?
It would probably be cool to go, but you know
Oh,
what I mean?
yeah.
I would be too out of my element there.
They
Really?
Michael knows it. He knows
Yeah.
it. Because I mean,
You'd
I wouldn't
see-
have my sports friends.
They
say
know
it'd be
they do have
difficult.
that.
No, no, no,
Yeah,
no,
but
no, no.
it's
But
like
Brian,
it's
Brian.
finicky. It's
No, I
finicky.
feel like first of all, I feel like they would love you over there. One.
Oh
And
yeah.
I can see Brian getting so deep into like the Japanese baseball league, like oh,
see,
dude.
that's
What are the
what's
the famous teams over there? The Flying Hams or something?
no, but
Oh.
Tokyo Giants
Tokyo
are
Giants,
definitely
yeah,
because I think
and there's another
Matsui
one-
played
yeah,
there.
he did.
Matsui.
Matsui with mozzarella.
That's funny, dude. But dude, I can see Brian gambling with the Yakuza and shit, dude.
Oh,
Yeah, getting in
holy
deep.
shit, Tony. But it's
Yeah.
just I think it's the language barrier that really gets me. I know there's some American people over there, but that would be difficult.
I can see you picking up on a few phrases.
and it's just
Konnichiwa.
like,
Konnichiwa, ni
you
hao.
would you definitely
Wonton soup.
Yeah.
like especially baseball season. They're not gonna have the Yes Network over there. I mean, you know what I mean? I gotta
You can
watch.
stream it, dude.
Yeah,
Apple
but
TV.
see,
There are 25 games Apple TV.
I want to go to a place where the Yankees, go to out to a restaurant. The Yankees are just front and center right in front of me. I don't want to have to dig.
I
So,
guarantee you, there's a
Dig.
ton of Yankee fans over in Japan. I can
Dude, he doesn't want to
guarantee you.
dig, man.
probably from Matsui.
Yeah,
honestly.
dude. I can guarantee they have probably
No
a good
digging.
following there, man.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. So back to the Mets. I forgot where I was.
Peterson.
Okay, so
gets
Peterson.
shellacked.
I think his runs right. There was a few like in the 5th inning, like Lindor bobbled the play in the infield, totally missed the ball. I don't know. They didn't. They scored a hit for some reason. It should have been scored an error, honestly, but a run was scored because of that. So that was like an earned run on him. And then on top of that, I think there was another. Oh yeah, there was a double. They were trying to turn a double play. I think in the 3rd, and Lindor to McNeil got the guy at second, and McNeil just throws it away to a line, like literally, like I don't even know what he was thinking or what he was trying to do, but like way wide right of Alonso. No chance to turn double play. Run scores on that as well. So I mean, I feel like there was, from what I've been highlighting the Mets for, which was their defense for the past few weeks, their defense was really shoddy. And on top of that, Burns did do well. I think he went 6 innings.
8 strikeouts, 5 hits, 2 runs.
Yeah, there was,
walks.
and by those 2 runs I think were off McNeil too. McNeil hit a dinger, I think.
Yes, 4th dinger.
4th home run of the season. And then he had another, I think he had an RBI single as well. But like an idiot, he was trying to stretch his single into a double, got thrown out at second. And then on top of that, our bullpen did horrible as well. They didn't really, set up the Mets at all for any type of comeback. When did they pop off? The 7th, maybe?
They
No,
popped
it was
off
in the 5th, right
7
after.
runs in the 5th.
7 runs in
Yeah.
the 5th. I mean, dude, we obviously can't be doing that. And then I think they walked the bases loaded. They walked Yelich to load the bases and not pitch to him. But then Willie Adames comes in, and he hits a ball, like a bloop single run scores. And it's like at that point, dude, like I feel like Yelich, I don't know. I kind of struggle with that decision because I feel like Yelich has his weaknesses. I mean, you saw it in the previous game. The high cheese he couldn't hit. Like that's one of his weaknesses. Pitch to him. Well, I mean, you're walking him the pitch to Adames, who scored already in this game. Like, why are we doing that? So I think it was a lot of mistakes making across the board by the Mets last night. And it was those mistakes that they kept making that kind of compounded everything. And of course, I mean, the Brewers were just on it. I mean, they don't score, you don't score 10 runs off of just mistakes. Their hitters were on last night, and they lost, dude.
Yeah, and I think that some of that was frustration. Obviously, they've been struggling recently.
The Brewers,
yeah. And then you have Corbin Burns out there. I mean, they're going to give them their best shot to win. Obviously, he won the Cy Young Award last year.
Yeah.
How do you think they set up for tonight? McGill versus Ashby. In this rubber match.
I think it's going to be kind of tough, I suppose. I mean, the good thing about last night, like out of our bullpen, we used Reed, who got shellacked. Trevor Williams came in.
Do you think they used Williams because he's going to be pulled for the rotation since DeGrom's coming back soon, or do you think it was just out of necessity? Bullpen's taxed.
Maybe a little bit of both. I'm sure. I mean, he's going to go to the bullpen when DeGrom and Scherzer comes back. I'm sure, but yeah, I mean, he pitched well. He pitched 2 1/3, at 4 Ks. He gave up 1 run, which is all right, I guess. But I mean, especially at that point. But then we use Ottavino and Jolie as well out of the bullpen, which are not, are obviously our better bullpen guys. So we'll have the bullpen
5.14.
Yeah,
you're right. This year.
Not great, dude.
Don't you miss Jolie?
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, no, you're over there
complaining about him all the time.
You're complaining about Castro over there. We're stuck with Rodriguez.
I think you might attach like a first-round pick just to get Castro back for Rodriguez.
No, that's ridiculous, dude.
Give us Kumar Rocker.
Take him, dude. Go ahead. So anyway, I feel like we'll have Lugo to come out. We'll have Diaz for tonight as well out of the bullpen, which is good.
All right.
And I mean, I feel like McGill hasn't really had that many great outings. Which is his ERA has got to be touching 5, right?
I would
Atlanta
think.
win?
Did Atlanta win?
What?
Did Atlanta win?
I think
last night, yeah, they did. Of course,
right?
they
14 in a
did.
row.
Wow.
No,
So the lead's now
15 in a row.
15.
Yeah.
Okay,
15 in a row.
McGill 4.51.
8
or
or
4.51.
What is it now?
They have a 4-game lead on the Braves. Yeah.
Are you very nervous?
I'm not nervous.
The mighty have fallen.
Rothenberg said it really well
What'd he say?
this morning. He said he's not nervous that there's a 4-game lead,
Mhm.
but what is worrisome is how quick it went from like 9.5 to 4.
Well, that's what happens when a team rips off 15.
That's
in
what
a
I'm
row,
saying.
dude.
Like we know, obviously the Braves are going to be our biggest, contender, in the division, and we know obviously, the one World Series last year, they can go off pretty much any moment like they did. And obviously they're not going to keep winning these games. They're going to have some losses, but I mean, where the Mets are at with their record, with the injuries they've struggled with. I mean, you got to be still happy with that. Did I say record weird? Record. The record.
Can you write down the timestamp for that one?
Yeah, that was a good one.
22.
Real quick, before we get to Tony's pick here, I just haven't got to ask you this, Mike, because he mentioned Dave. Is he leaving ESPN Radio? I mean, it sounds like he is. No, because he keeps mentioning his contract's expiring in August, and it seems like he's trying to put pressure on the higher up. So I'm just curious if you thought, what I mean, that they're not showing him respect.
Well, today Rick was such a big
Rick was saying, "Yeah, I'm done. I'm done." Yeah. He was really annoying, dude. At the end of the show,
With the
definitely.
Story, it's like,
yeah.
All right, just like first of all, she's like,
And poor Rick, dude.
Yeah.
Like poor Rick.
It's like, Dave was like, "What do you do?
Yeah.
What do you do besides, an intro here and look pretty?"
But so you think though contract extension, same time slot, same show? Like you don't think they're gonna switch anything up?
They're not going.
They need
anywhere.
to go more prime time.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Crazy. They're the best.
I know. And it's
It'd
funny
be
because
wild.
I feel like they don't like the guys at the Fan, but I feel like they should take Tiki and Tierney's spot. That would be perfect.
Oh
That's
my
a 4-hour
God,
show in
dude.
the middle of the day.
That would be
That'd
sick.
be crazy.
It'd be crazy if they switched with Michael K.
But, Michael's gonna do that.
No
one.
way, dude.
Michael,
No
Michael
way.
K
Never
at
go-
fucking 5 in the
never.
morning.
They were
dude. Nah.
talking about it. They were saying how
I'm not doing it. I get
Yeah.
up.
They were saying how they should switch the show and do Michael K. guys go on in the morning for the
Yeah.
Dave Rothenberg. And they're like, we don't want to mess up the ratings.
Yeah.
But then, dude, imagine if they did it and Dave and Rick like blew their ratings out of the water.
So
They
It's-
would.
speaking on that, I think that Michael K's fallen out of number 1, and now it's Carton and Roberts.
It is. No, but I think they've fallen way down.
They were kind of like talking about that.
How do you look it up?
Because
maybe
I bet
like
you,
what would it be? The spring
Nielsen.
ratings book? Probably that's what's out.
Yeah, but I think it's through Nielsen.
Nielsen, spring radio, New York sports
You
radio.
look it up. But it's so funny because you know how in on Michael K they do like that ENN segment, and part of the they have that old lady as part of the intro being like, "No wonder your show's number 1." Michael K said yesterday he was like, maybe we should edit that, and like basically saying like, well, we're not number 1 anymore, so
I swear I thought they were
out.
like down 10 spots or something.
They might
ridiculous.
be beat, dude. It might be that range might be over, dude.
But like, you think they would actually cancel it?
It is.
No, they wouldn't cancel it. But like,
no way.
I think so. I go back and forth between them and Carton and Roberts because they're. I mean, I think both shows are a little
out there.
Chief.
Yeah. I definitely. I think I like Carton and Roberts better, but it's like I like that they talk to the Yankees. Obviously,
Roberts is kind of chief.
Yeah, but I don't know. I just feel like, especially with Peter, though, I'll take Roberts over Peter any day.
Yeah, 100%.
And do you think
Peter's
the decline is more because of Peter or
Carton
because of
and
Michael
Roberts
K?
dominate Michael K in spring ratings.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. I knew it.
Now does it say like not that I would know the metrics, but like how do they?
So it says
Dominated the Michael K show with a 6.3 rating share to 3.2.
Wow,
so almost doubling him up. But it is because even though like I get it because I think he's annoying too, but I guess a lot of people just like that Carton's back. That's why.
Yeah.
Last month, 6.9 to 3.7.
Such a Schneister.
Dude.
Who do you think's the biggest Schneister out of all of them?
Michael K.
No, Peter.
Yeah,
Peter.
Oh yeah, dude.
I think a lot of older people, like in their 50s and up,
They don't like him.
they hate Peter. So that's why they don't even listen to the K show
Because
anymore.
how many people call it?
honestly,
Why is
anymore.
Peter on here? You and Don do such a good
because
job.
Peter-
Well, you
comes
know,
over
if
from
you
Hot
look at our
97.
ratings,
Yeah.
Peter contributes a lot.
Peter sucks.
That's
Dude,
what
I
I'm
don't
okay with.
get.
He's gonna be their
like,
demise, dude.
dude,
And then you know what's gonna happen? Michael K and Don will have a little chit chat. They'll be like, "Fucking, we got to get back to number 1. What did we do?" Hey,
There's
Peter,
this-
and then they're gonna take Peter for a ride.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
See ya.
I don't understand.
Rosenberg
Like
found-
his role is so
Oh,
in the
weird.
river outside
Oh
Yankee
my
Stadium.
God, dude.
What is this, Goodfellas?
That's what he said. He took it for a ride.
That's
For a ride.
and that's from The Sopranos too.
Wait, what were you saying, Tony? I'm
Let's go
sorry.
for a ride.
No, I'm saying I don't get like Peter's role in the show. It doesn't make any.
Well, he can talk
Yeah,
and
dude.
you want to hear him
Dude,
talk about
bring
hemp
that-
and
the pop
culture.
Yeah, he
dude,
comes
yeah.
in with like and all the WWE stuff. He talks
Yeah,
about.
no, everybody wants to hear about that.
Dude, when we
No,
went
I love
to the bash at
Oh,
Belmar,
yeah.
like he had, I forget who he had. I think it was
Some wrestler.
some like wrestling manager guy call in. People are like saying like what the hell? It was like a half hour, 45-minute interview.
It was
Talking about
booty.
like SummerSlam or something, and they're like, "What?" Like, they're like, "Why are
Like,
we
nobody
talking about this?"
cares.
They were yelling at him,
Yeah.
and it was like, "Holy shit, dude!" Because it's like, "What are you even talking about?" And then he brings, he doesn't really bring much to the table, and I feel like he just like pushes like some of his jokes at the wrong time, and they're bad jokes to begin with, and he just has like bad takes, and it's just come on, dude.
Everyone knows they always bash him for not being a sports guy.
Everyone bashed. That's why I feel a little bad for
Because
him.
I
'cause
just
it takes a lot of shots.
and I try to be fair to everybody, but I just feel like, how could you take him seriously as a sports expert though? Like it's like I don't even know how they let him on the
dude.
show.
Dude, everyone at ESPN is a sports expert, Barnes.
Especially Jeremy Shaq.
No, Keyshawn and Jay Will and
dude,
Kellerman,
they're
dude.
the
They
best. There's nobody smarter than them. dude.
you know Kellerman, big Yankee boy, remember?
Yeah.
Tony?
Yeah.
He said Tajone.
Tyone?
And Tajone has been good this year. I'm like, you're such a chief.
I know.
Do you actually call him Tyone?
Tajone.
It's funny. There's two shows. As soon
How's
as I
that
hear
about?
the people, I change the station, and it's Tiki and Tierney, and
Yeah.
then that show. I
can't
instantly
believe
change
you're
it.
that down on Tiki and Tierney.
More Tierney, dude. He's such a friggin' cheap.
I can't
It's
tell
so
who's different.
annoying.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'd rather listen to them than Bart and Hahn.
It's just,
be
I feel like
honest.
it's not even Tiki. It's just Tierney. He acts like he's
I
like,
don't know who's who when I listen to them, honestly.
Tierney's the guy that's, oh, how you doing?
hey, Tink.
Dude,
Hey, Tink. I mean, come on. He's annoying.
He's
Tony.
got
No?
Yeah,
a
he's a
little
little
deeper
annoying, yeah.
New York accent
Okay, I
voice.
gotta listen
And
more carefully.
Tiki Barber's like,
Okay.
But also, then I get annoyed too because I feel like Tiki.
Like, that's Tony.
He's
Yeah,
talking
that's
about
good.
baseball. Tiki, you don't know baseball. He's trying to say like something.
Dude,
about
what
the
are you
Yankees.
know,
talking
I
about?
know.
Yes, he does. So does and Stephen A knows hockey.
Dude, Stephen A. with
Stephen A.
hockey
should
is
just be
so
doing
ridiculous,
the
dude.
whole NHL. He should go to the NHL Network.
Dude, how about those lights, huh?
Chuck Scott says
Oh,
the
great.
reason they're called
The four-letter network. Their NFL coverage, NHL. My mistake has been
It's
embarrassing.
been embarrassing.
Yes.
Have I not been saying that?
Yeah.
Everything has been really bad, dude.
But do you feel like if they straightened out the
Embarrassing.
camera situation, it wouldn't be that bad?
They need to bring in better, like, just people to be like Steve Levy has got to go. Dude.
But what about I think Ferraro's good. No?
Ferraro's good.
And
Yeah.
McDonough's not bad.
McDonough's okay.
I like McDonough.
But I feel like
Not something.
it's
McDonough from McDonoughville's not bad.
And
like-
dude, Bob Wisfusion is a good play-by-play.
no,
hockey
yeah, no. The
guy.
play-by-play and the color
Yeah.
is good, but it's the analysts they bring in during intermissions that are bad. Yes,
Messier's good. Obviously.
Messier's good. But it's. I mean, mainly I'm looking at Steve Levy. I hate seeing his face on.
What about Chelios? Do you think he's been on too much of a
Hate that
bender or
face.
no?
Chelios?
And Messier have been the worst. That's what Chuck says.
I don't know. I mean, it's tough.
Wow.
Messier, obviously pretty smart, but the both of them, I feel like, are
better hockey people rather than on-air people. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So basically,
You
you
know
want
what
him
I'm
to be
saying?
on the Rangers coaching staff.
Yeah. So like they're both obviously extremely knowledgeable, but I mean like in terms of watchability, it's like
Yeah.
what they're not exciting. Like they're not really bringing much to the table in terms of that. But that could be coached, obviously.
Stop talking about the Mets completely.
No, I mean I'm pretty much used
we
to
still
that
in the
by
baseball
now,
segment?
dude.
I
Technically,
think
yeah,
we
yeah,
are.
yeah.
I think we are.
But I did want to say to
back.
you, one other
Yeah.
person that I really can't stand on the radio, and it like at first it was fine
98?
on ESPN.
Yeah.
Okay.
At first, it was okay, but now it's just getting way out of hand. It's honestly, I'm sorry to say this, it's Anita Marks.
Really?
No
It's-
way.
Michael, I think you
Dude,
guys always had a
wow.
close relationship.
Like,
She
no?
follows me on Twitter. I
obviously-
can't bash my girl Anita, man.
Um,
and you know she's done great work in the past.
Yeah. She's been quite.
No, it's like
She's
dude,
quite the range with
like-
all the things she does.
Well, I'm saying in terms of sport, she doesn't have much range. I'm really sick and tired of people calling into her
She's very
show,
versatile.
and then like she just says, "Well, I don't know." Like
I
that's
know.
like,
I mean,
Well, you know what?
like
I
80% of the
appreciate the
time,
honesty
yeah.
though.
Yeah.
no, yeah, of course, you love the
So-
honesty. Like she's not bullshitting, but I mean, it's
But
like,
Tony, you're saying like, why is she even there?
but then it's
She
like
doesn't
you
know?
like
She is good at running the show
You
though.
probably should know. I love the bet segment. The bets
She's
are cool.
she's an
Yeah.
addict.
I love
Yeah.
that. Like,
Yeah.
that should be
Someone's
Generate.
like,
Yeah.
if you are betting tonight, and she goes,
yeah.
"Do you know who you're talking to?"
Oh man.
What's your favorite bet? Well, I got many bets. I'm all over the place.
Oh,
Like,
You know how-
Jesus.
Do you guys know how I got her to follow me? I know Tony knows. I think.
yeah, you told me a story.
Do you know?
Something a while ago, but I forgot.
I got Matt. Do you know?
I think you told me, but tell it again.
I got a little popped after a local one time working, and it was during the dilly era.
Oh,
And I was just in the car listening. It was late. I couldn't believe she was on. Usually
Yeah.
it was like some chief. And I just call in and I'm like, it's Mike from Fairfield. Blah blah blah. And then right before I leave, I'm like, Anita, dilly, and hang up. And she was obsessed. I followed her. She followed me back
Oh
right away.
my god, dude, that's funny.
It's sick.
That's a great story. But
Yeah, are the
Dude,
Mets winning tonight?
Her
Tony?
pronunciation of Vasilevsky during the postseason.
Oh, yeah.
Like
everybody's been
first of all,
ripping her
bro,
for that.
like you're a professional.
How did she say it?
sports
Say it.
bro. Like she was saying
Vasilevsky.
Vasilevsky, Vasilevsky, like literally every,
Vaseline.
literally like yeah, every denomination of that name she was saying that was wrong, and it's just like it's not that hard, Anita. You're a
good.
professional in the business.
You know who I'm
the
getting-
one thing you should be getting right is like Vasilevsky, like one of the greatest goaltenders in the league right now.
And this is how I'll put in my 2 cents about who I've been tight about recently.
Yeah.
I just think it's a little bit
Too much.
Do it.
It's the power hour.
See, I honestly, because I feel like you guys like a while ago.
Nostradamus is here.
Yeah.
so,
I hate that. I hate
so
that.
overplayed. It's so overplayed.
But also, though, the one thing I'll say here is I always did it.
She
I
said it
always,
sound like Dobby.
I always thought he was too much. But I feel like you guys, like a little
At
while ago,
first,
liked him, right?
He wasn't as
Yeah, dude.
extra.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing with him. He's talking baseball.
Now it
Bart,
is.
you don't
Yeah.
know a
I
baseball
know,
from a
but they're
basketball.
flooded with these guys, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's crazy.
They're flooded with these dudes.
They're one-trick ponies.
But
That's
host
all they
NFL
got.
They just
Live.
want
Oh, we
the
have another
athletes
comment
that
from
were
Chuck, I
sick,
believe.
and now they want to make it.
If Vaz wins the Conn Smythe,
right.
he'll be with Hasek, Brodeur, and Patrick.
Wow.
Let's
As a
go,
potential
bro. Door
gold
Marty,
goalie.
baby.
What's your thoughts on that, Tony?
I like how in parentheses he says might be tough after last night because
We'll get to it. But yeah, I think it will be tough after last night for them to win it.
I would say, yeah. I mean, it takes a lot for a goalie to be named the most valuable player. You know, like
they do win 3 straight cups.
Doesn't happen very often.
Yeah, I mean,
but you're not going to.
I want it. I mean, I think Patrick Waugh won it twice or 3 times. Crazy. Yeah, I mean, Patrick Waugh, I think, is greatest goalie in the history of the NHL. Like,
next to Mark Brodeur, for sure.
No, not even next to him.
You just hate him because of what he did
to
his wife.
Well, no, it's not even. Well, I mean,
that story is
insane. Absolutely ridiculous.
I can't believe that.
Like, how do you show your face at family functions? Like, how do you go to Christmas?
It's the same family.
That's what I mean.
Hey, Marty, how's your wife?
Family, dude. Like,
how's the sister's wife?
What the hell, dude?
How do you talk to the father?
But,
oh my God, dude! The father probably wants to.
How does the father talk to the daughters? Like, oh my God. Anyway,
what a brutal family dynamic.
No, I agree. And in terms of Patrick Waugh, I mean, he revolutionized goaltending.
Waugh, greatest money goalie.
Greatest money goalie. Like he's saying, like he was the biggest bang for his buck. Is that what he's saying?
I think he means like in a tough spot. Like he was the
maybe.
guy.
And when you think about it, I mean, he popularized.
Did you write down the timestamp?
Popularized. I got it down right here, 30, 35, 45.
Just want to make sure.
He popularized like the butterfly, which obviously every goaltender is using now, right? Brodeur was the last stand-up goalie, which obviously not to him for sticking with it. But Patrick Waugh, revolutionized goaltending. So he did a lot for the sport in general.
You just keep saying that. Revolutionized gold.
Money is clutch. He's the greatest clutch goaltender.
That's what I thought there. But Tony, back to the Mets. Are they winning tonight?
Are you asking me if they're one of my picks?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You can go somewhere else if you want.
I'm going to go somewhere else.
Talking about it.
No, for my first pick, I really wanted to kind of jump over your head and take the Yankees, but I'm going to let it go.
I appreciate it, Tony. That's a kind gesture.
Yes, it's very kind. It's your team, Brian. So anyway, we're gonna go to the Nationals. Phillies are playing the Nats tonight. Is Fetty on the mound for them tonight? No, he's not. Unfortunately,
they want to go short rest.
Imagine, dude. But we got Zach Wheeler for the Phillies, and I feel like tough start for Zach Wheeler for the beginning of the season. However, his ERA is down to a 2.84 now. So I feel like his last few outings have been good. Of course, we know how bad that Washington is, and they really don't have much going for them at all.
Can't believe it.
And then on the mound for him is Patrick Corbin. I mean, how can you ever bet on Patrick Corbin for having a good game? I really don't see it. I think the Nats are going to continue their skid. They just got swept by the Braves. I think they lost 2 out of 3 to Milwaukee too. So the Nats are going way downhill, and it's going to continue here tonight with the Phillies. I would say give me the Phillies 6-1.
Yeah. No, I think that's a great pick. I mean, the Nationals are a dumpster fire, and I really think a Soto trade is happening sooner rather than later because the organization's in shambles. Strasburg's back on the IL as well after making one start. Of course, though, for me here, I mean, where else would I begin, Tony? After your kind gesture there.
Thank you.
Yankees
Brian.
Going for the sweep tonight. And we got Luis Severino.
Are they really?
I believe he's, if I'm not mistaken, he's coming back off back-to-back 10 strikeout games.
Yeah, that's correct, dude.
Which is
10?
I kind of think so. And I think he's never done that before. 10 and 10?
I don't believe so. I believe this is the first time in his career.
So obviously you feel good about that. After a little bit of a shaky start to this year, he's got his ERA down to 2.80. He's opposed by Jalen Beeks, who was a former Red Sox farmhand and came over in the Nathan Eovaldi trade a few years ago. He's actually pitched well in only 26 innings, but 1.38 ERA. I think we're going to see a carbon copy of the game that we saw really the last 2 days, in terms of tight games, probably a save situation at the end of the game. But maybe a couple more runs for the Yankees. The bats haven't exactly heated up. I know they've gone against some tough pitching here. But I'm going to say they're going to go a 6-5 victory.
Right.
And I think Louis will give them 6 strong, make it 3 straight games with 10 strikeouts, 2 runs, and then maybe a hiccup or 2 in the bullpen. But they win the game 6-5.
Wow.
And sweep away the Tampa Rays as the lead grows to 12 games. And just to think that when the season started, they'd have a 12-game advantage over the Tampa Rays at this point in the season. Unfathomable.
That's quite the game. Must watch, huh, dude?
Yeah, absolutely.
We going?
Dude, I mean, why wouldn't we want to go?
Are
you busy
It,
today?
it would be sick to
Yeah,
go.
dude.
I mean,
You got mad shit going on today, dude?
no, I
No?
mean, dude, of course. I mean, I'd always go to
So
a
like
game.
if someone like came up to you and was like, yo, Barnes, like we got tickets, we're going.
I mean, Tony, I feel like we've had this conversation before. I always told you,
I
just
feel
let me
like
know
you
when the
wouldn't
game
go.
is.
Really?
I'll be there. I've said that.
I feel like
time
you
and
wouldn't
again.
go though.
Well, Barnes,
It would be sick
we
to
got
go
tickets.
tonight,
We're
though.
going tonight, dude.
Yeah.
All of us.
Are you kidding?
I
And
swear to
Sam.
God, all of us and Sam, dude.
Let's go, dude. Let's fucking go, dude. How long
Oh
have you
my
been waiting for
goodness.
this, dude?
Over a month.
Dude. Oh
We're
my
going,
God,
dude.
dude.
Wow.
Dude, honestly, I can't believe this, bro. Honestly, really appreciate
You know
you
who
guys
else is
setting that
coming?
up. Dude.
Yeah, dude.
Sam.
Dude.
Sam.
Yeah,
Sam
Sam's
is
coming
there.
too.
Holy
That's
shit.
why-
Let's go. Dude, this is the
When I was talking to you last night, I was like, "Are you going to chill with Sam right now or whatever?" It's because I needed to talk to her about how we were
Oh
going
my
to get there and shit. I
Dude,
wanted to make sure you guys weren't together.
Oh my God, dude. No, honestly, I'm just so pumped too, just because, obviously me and you have had this experience all the time, but with you guys all there,
Renee's
and Sam,
coming.
no, that's what I'm including Renee in this. I feel like you're finally going to see the magic of Yankee Stadium, and
Brian
I just
Barnaby
cannot
there.
wait. Dude, let's
Been a
go,
minute,
dude.
Let's go.
Here we go! This is something I know, obviously, we can't do it every day, but I would do this every day with you guys
No doubt.
because you guys are the best. Love all you guys. And
Happy
I mean, that's
birthday, bro.
honestly
Yeah.
just so nice of you guys. I really appreciate
Gentlemen,
it.
Jack.
Happy fucking birthday.
And I have to say that this has to be the most surprised I've ever been on this show.
Yeah.
What about your life?
Dude, I mean, it's up there, honestly, because I
Renee wants to talk.
when you okay, what do we got?
Organic enough, Barnes?
Oh my, this defines organic and honestly,
The legend.
I mentioned everybody enjoying the vibe, but I particularly am just excited to see Tony in this element. You know what I mean? It's a big step forward, and after he said, "What, we'd have to drag him or something?"
Yeah,
What
Hey,
are you
like that
saying?
would be caught dead at Yankee Stadium.
Yeah.
And now here you are.
Oh my God, dude! But that is what it's all about, and
Tony's
absolutely-
favorite team.
Oh man, dude, where are we sitting?
Let me see, dude.
Right behind the dugout.
Oh, imagine
No,
one
sorry.
day. It'll be one day. We're section 238, row 21.
Oh, okay, that's what, left center.
Yeah.
Dude, dope, dude. I feel like we've been
Bleacher
out there a
section.
couple
Yeah,
times.
yeah, we have.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah,
that's
it's
all,
dope.
maybe a
I am
home run ball night.
Yeah.
Renee, you need to go back home and get your mitt.
We have 3 minutes in the car.
Oh,
We're ready to go.
Yeah, we're bringing the mix,
Dude,
dude.
could you imagine though?
I
you
was-
catch
Tony's gonna
a
catch
home
one in
run
from
ball,
Judge.
and you have it on video though of like the whole like thing, dude. Are you kidding
It'll
me?
be part-
I'm telling you
We're
right now.
vlogging the whole thing too.
Oh, dude,
Somebody-
dude, just have a camera rolling the whole time.
Somebody in our group is catching a home run.
Yeah,
ball.
I
Yeah.
pictured it
I'm
today.
feeling
I was
it.
picturing it.
I'm gonna throw it back.
Oh,
No, I was
my God.
picturing
You're gonna
giving it
catch
to
it.
Barnes.
Tony's gonna catch it in his beer mug. Splash all over, and then
And they're gonna show Tony with this guy.
and then Tony's
Ah!
and then you're gonna be all over Sports Center, dude.
Yes, dude.
And then
Oh
tomorrow's
my
show
God.
we're gonna have it.
We're gonna have it.
Dude,
Gonna say-
oh my God, let's just go right now.
Yeah.
Billy's.
Barnes so hyped. He's
So
so
loud,
hyped.
he's- the mic came out.
It's a once
Because,
every
you know,
time.
it's just one of those things. Michael, we're talking, is it 10 years for you? Or you've
No,
never been?
2016.
Okay, 2016.
I saw A-Rod go up against who was the best pitcher in the league then?
Weren't you at his last game?
Was it a Yankee Red Sox game?
No,
Johan Santana?
no, maybe it was Houston. No, Madison Bumgarner
Bumgarner.
Oh, Bumgarner.
in
Wow.
16.
Wait, but other than that, like, have you been to any other games at the stadium or was that it?
That was it. At the new one.
Second time at Yankee Stadium.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. And Renee's first? Oh my goodness. And wait, what was the deal with you, Tony?
It was my second. I went there when the year it opened, which was what? Oh,
09.
09. So
right?
we're
my
talking 13 years.
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude. Honestly, no, I really appreciate it, guys. Though, honestly.
It's gonna be so much fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be
no,
crazy.
This is fucking sick, honestly.
Let's just all right, guys. So it's over.
But yeah, let's just kind of get back to business here.
I know we
the
made
Bloody
sure you
Marys
got work
going.
off today too.
Okay, let's go here. All right, Tony.
He said,
quick,
okay.
quick. You know what? Honestly, Tony, I just for the sake of time here. I obviously took the Yankees. You got the Phillies. Okay.
All right,
I want you to
run down?
just three more. Just
Three
name
more.
teams. I don't want a reason. I just want to hear the teams.
Okay, dude, real quick. Give me Red Sox.
Okay.
And then I'll go Angels.
Angels.
Oh, I
And
don't know
then
what
one
games
more.
today. Hold on, 1, 2, 3.
Do we have enough?
Oh yeah, there's 10.
Okay.
Yeah. Cleveland.
Cleveland. Okay, so Guardians. I like how we never say Guardians, by the way.
Well, because I'm afraid so much I'm going to say the Indians
yeah.
and I'm just going to say Cleveland.
All right, so I'm going to go Blue Jays for number 2. I'm going to go you didn't take. I'm gonna take the Brewers for number 3.
Might be a big mistake, Brian.
I'll take that chance. I'll relish the opportunity, Tony. And let's see, Angels, Mariners, Ohtani versus Kirby. Wow, that's a good one.
I just
gotta go Angels.
I took the Angels.
Okay.
You son of a bitch.
I'm a little frazzled. Tony.
Yeah.
Let's see, Cubs, Padres. You didn't take that one. No. Okay. Musgrove all day. Okay, Padres done. Let's go to the world of the National Hockey League. Hey!
In they come, Kevin, what a save by Vasilevsky! Are you kidding me?
McAvoy, Frederick, did you get the license plate number on that truck? McDavid, beautiful move. You just knew that Connor McDavid was going to make a statement. What a goal.
All right, Tony. So we did have game 1 of the Stanley Cup Finals last night. And of course, we're still a little bitter that the Rangers are not there, but we did have a good hockey game. I'm going to be the first one to admit, especially the fact that the Avalanche, they jumped out to a 3-0 lead after the first period, really making a statement. But Tampa did battle back, and you look at it, they had 3 goals in the first to the Tampa's 1, but Tampa answered with 2 in the second period. And then, of course, the Avalanche with the game winner by Borowski in overtime. So they do squeak out a victory here. And, you'd hope for the casual hockey fan, like us, with not a stake in this fight, that you get a good series. And after this first game, it's hard to say that we won't, right?
Yeah, no, I definitely think so. And again, I feel like just like David Peterson last night, Tampa Bay came out kind of slow. They were giving up chances almost immediately to Colorado. Of course, Colorado's a very fast team that they really haven't seen much of, right? Mm-hmm. Especially in this postseason. But Vasilevsky, dude, just let up 2 kind of easy-ish goals. It was goals. They're obviously, they had good looks at him. Colorado did, but like Vasilevsky comes down and he just, tries to squeeze, right? But the puck dribbles through him twice to give up 2 goals. And then, he just didn't really look like himself. Definitely not a Conn Smythe Trophy winner, for sure, because he seemed like he had a lot of trouble keeping up with Colorado's pace. Even that overtime goal. I understand, like, a good opportunity obviously for Colorado. They had a good shot there, and it was a nice pass to Burakovsky. But you would think, Vasilevsky was just way out of position for that pass. It's like he didn't even pick up that guy even being there on his left side, and he was already down on the butterfly. He couldn't slide over, and there was no chance. It was a wide open net for Burakovsky, right? So it just seems like that, especially watching him in the Rangers series. He would have had that. He would have had those 2 saves early on too. And it's kind of a shame. And he was giving up rebounds. He had trouble, controlling the puck after making saves. I would expect him to be better, honestly, as these games kind of continue. Which we've seen him have a little bit of a lull during the season, and you've alluded to that, on the show before.
Right.
But I do expect him to kind of step up his level of play, and that's why I think Tampa Bay is going to split in Colorado for the next game. But yeah, dude, Colorado looked so good. They were so fast. Their forecheck was amazing. To what the Rangers tried to do with, dumping the puck in and then, chasing after, Colorado just does so well, and they have such good support. One guy dumps it in, all of a sudden there's 3 guys following him, and they're setting up in your offensive zone, and they're there for a while. They're setting up camp. All right. So they're pitching the tent, Brian. But you got to give it to Tampa Bay. They came back. I think the Kucherov-Palat goal, that was just some phenomenal textbook, just, 2 players, a little give and go. It was just such a good, clean, phenomenal goal. I don't know if you saw it, Brian, but, Palat has it, enters the offensive zone, gives it to Kucherov. Palat crosses over, circles back to the front of the net. Kucherov does a little nice toe drag, holds it, looks for the passing lane, backhand pass. Palat tips it in. That is literally what coaches dream of seeing. And that's what we see from Tampa Bay a lot. So, I mean, you can't really, discount their offense. I mean, we saw it here. They were down, they came back, forced the overtime. Of course, in overtime, anything could really happen. And Vasilevsky was a little short of the puck last night. That's why they lost. I hate to say it, but that is why they lost. Of course, a couple, bad penalties. I think they were on 5-on-3 at some point where Colorado converted to make it 3-0. So you got to watch those penalties, especially 5-on-3 with Colorado. I mean, they're licking their chops at a 5-on-3 for that. So a lot to improve on both ends. And like you said, I mean, this is going to make for a really good Cup final.
Yeah. Yeah. And just your thoughts, I know you think it's going to be a pretty long, highly contested series. Let's say, somehow Colorado next game wins like 6-2. Would your thoughts on a long series not change? Like, do you think it's crucial for them to win game 2 here?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's crucial for Tampa Bay, you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, like I said, Tampa Bay's obviously, they came back against the Rangers. I would say just watching the game last night, I mean, they hung with them, Like that 6-2 victory, I don't think will happen often because I think a lot of the reasons why Colorado scored, to be honest, was because of bad turnovers, mistakes essentially made by Tampa Bay, which you don't see very often. Bad turnovers in their own zone, even like giving up the puck in their own zone. You can't do that with a Colorado team. And that's how and of course, I don't have to say it, but Colorado converts on those opportunities. That's why they're a great team. When you make a mistake, they pounce on you, dude. But like I said, Tampa Bay really hung around with them. I can't really see, many games like Colorado will be winning 6-2 or 5-1 or 5-3, something like that. I really can't see that. I think these are going to be close, tight games. If it does happen, I won't be that worried. I still think this final is going to go the distance, but time will tell.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's go quickly now to the world of the National Basketball Association.
LeBron James at the buzzer. He banks in the three, and the Lakers win the game.
All right. So we do have an opportunity tonight, Tony, to possibly crown a champion as the Golden State Warriors tonight could close it out for their 4th title in 8 years. So all on the line tonight in Boston, 9:00 on ABC for everybody's viewing pleasure. I feel like that sets up good for you, Tony. This way, you want to go to bed early. Oh, but actually, we're gonna be at the game. Actually, so either way, you didn't want to watch the game. So there you go.
Yeah,
so,
I'm not. It's not. Come on, dude.
But I before we kind of get to what me and you are thinking, I just have to ask you, Michael. Haven't got to really talk to you too much about the series in general, but what are your thoughts going into this game 6 tonight?
Klay Thompson.
You've been impressed.
No, he's just gonna
go off.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
And you think blowout, close game?
I think it's gonna be a close game, but then they'll pull away. It'll be like a 10-point win.
10-point win. And is Curry the MVP?
They'll give it to him because they didn't give it to him
the previous
with Iguodala.
Yeah, and then the 2.
That's the one that. It's like, all right, cool. LeBron still averaged 40 in a triple-double.
I heard Kellerman on his show today said they wanted them to take the game winner if there was one. Iguodala.
Oh, yeah, that's what he said. Remember?
Yeah. But do you feel like, let's say they do win tonight, the 4 and 8 years, do they need to be known as one of the best, dynasties in NBA history? Or, how do you feel?
Yeah, they'll be in there.
Because, this modern
They're drafted.
When was the last time someone went 4 and 8? Not even the Lakers. Yeah. That was probably it. Other than that, we're talking 70s,
Celtics,
60s.
Lakers.
Yeah. So, with that being said, we're talking over the past 30 years, you're only the second team to do it pretty much.
Basically.
How much, I know we've kind of talked about him a little bit. How much credit do you think Steve Kerr should get for this at all, honestly?
He can manage egos well, so you could do that. Right?
Yeah.
But, Mark Jackson would have gotten 4 rings too.
And so you think like he doesn't offer much in terms of like
X's and O's. He even said it.
Yeah.
He took plays from other coaches.
Yeah. Yeah. And obviously he was a part of those Bulls teams, but of course, Michael Jordan doing the heavy lifting, for sure.
And he said he's going to thank Steph when his coaching career is done.
Yeah. Would you be surprised if he has like an early retirement too? Like it's like
No,
he's
I
done
wouldn't
all
be
this winning?
surprised. Yeah.
Yeah, and just go back to TV.
Yeah, or even high up in Golden State.
In the front office with Bob Myers. What do you think, Tony? Do you think they deserve to be recognized as one of the best dynasties in NBA history?
I mean, yeah, of course, dude. I mean, you guys just the way you guys are, obviously everything you said. I mean, they have to be, like only the second team in 30 years to go 4-8, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they have to be. They've been. Do they have the best record in NBA history? That season, the 73
wins. Yes.
So I mean, obviously, this team has been like a weapon in the league for so long, and of course, like any team, ups and downs and stuff. But I mean, they've overcome those, and they're coming out on top seemingly. So yeah, absolutely.
And are you of the mindset to believe that they're gonna get the job done tonight, or you think we're looking at a Game 7 on Sunday?
Game 7 on Sunday.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it's rigged.
Well, that partly in that. I mean, a lot of people talk about that. So
It's the only way.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like
I'm telling you.
but the Celtics have been good. They haven't played bad. I feel like in this series they have good defense. What is that? What it sounded like?
Yeah, but they're not like they're just like they're not. It's over.
You really think so? Like easily tonight. Like just fourth quarter, we're coasting.
It could even be a blowout from the beginning.
Really?
Wow.
You see Steph Curry saying, "This is my house.
Yeah.
This is my house."
Steph Curry's a cool dude.
He is, dude.
I hang out with
he's just an undersized guard out there.
You should offer him the extra ticket to the Yankee game tonight. Maybe he'll come.
Wow. Imagine. Just have him take the night off, let the boys take care of it.
He definitely would not do that. That'd be crazy.
Imagine the crazy. Downtime TV staff.
Steph Curry goes to Yankee game, downtime TV instead of going to his NBA Finals game.
Comments.
Oh. What do we got for comments? I think Golden State Warriors in 6. Chokery. Thank you
that's Chokery.
for tuning in. I'm
Nice,
curious if he caught the previous segment when I was surprised that all of us
was surprised
and Sam are going to the Yankee game tonight, Chokery. And I know we are going next month against the Red Sox, so we're obviously excited about that. Chokery has never been to a Yankee game. He is so excited, and I cannot wait. What a better way to bring him into the fold, Tony, than a Yankee Red Sox game, prime time,
When's the
Saturday
game?
night. I think it's like the 16th of July.
16th. All right, and the 15th, I'm gonna take him to the City Field.
He doesn't want to go there.
Yeah,
Come on, Joey. But definitely, Joey, look out for us. I'm sure we'll have some content, some live content tonight at the stadium, and it's just going to be a great time. But of course, always appreciate you chiming in here. Michael's saying Golden State in 6. Tony's saying Boston tonight, Golden State in 7. And I am going to say,
oh boy,
the ultimate Boston in 7. We're gonna go the time shot for that one.
Oh yeah, that's just gonna be the promo.
But I'm telling you, the choke artist, and it's a shame the way that it's all worked out for Golden State, for Curry, just from my perspective, because it's given me an inability to like them. But I've always, like Ed Davidson at the NCAA tournament, I always loved Steph Curry. I mean, the threes and stuff, but it's something with kind of
if LeBron goes there? Do you like them now?
Oh,
I don't even know anymore, honestly.
Oh,
but
I just conflicted.
Yeah, I heard about the surprise Yankee game last week. LOL. Oh, okay. So I guess Sam must have filled him in on that one. But yeah, can't wait to fill you in there, Choker. But anyhow, yeah, I don't know about the whole. I'm just so I don't know.
Will it tarnish his legacy in your eyes if he goes there?
No. But it's just
you really don't think it'll diminish his legacy a little? The whole hopping and hipping.
Because you know what it is? The only reason there's resistance is because it really a player that high of profile hasn't done it. But it's like everybody has the right to do it, and it's the same thing with a guy working for ESPN, then going to Fox, going to CBS. It's like, would anybody ever say anything about them doing that? But it's just because they're on this stage.
Yeah,
and they make so much money. That's the only
that's
reason.
Different though. That's a different.
Oh, you're working at Merrill Lynch now. You want to go to Chase? How dare you? Like, you know what I mean? So that's the thing. We have to have perspective, and I think that's what all of us lack is perspective.
You know what? With
not Rothenberg, what Don would say. Am I okay with that? That's a lazy take. That's a lazy
perspective
take. Yeah, Rosenberg. That's a lazy take. That's a lazy
I just
take.
hope after we'll have a nice offseason and my energy for the National Basketball Association will be I guess I'll be re-energized. That's what I was trying to say there. But time will tell. But like I said,
I guess so.
Boston,
you're onto hockey, you know.
How about this? So Boston blowout win tonight. 20-point win. Curry, one of those chunker games. Doesn't make a 3 again.
0-9?
0-9. How about this though? Game 7, Sunday, my birthday. So stars are aligning somewhat, but then again, I don't really want Boston to win anyway. But I think what's going to happen, Golden State up 17 points at halftime, up 10 going into the fourth quarter, absolute chunker in the fourth, and Jason Tatum, a record for Game 7 NBA Finals, 67 points en route to a Celtics 135-130 victory.
Lasagna for everyone.
Oh my God.
Would you be appalled, Michael, to see something like that?
That'll never happen.
But you guys have to basically start calling me Houdini, though, if that does happen. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
No. Oh, Tony's tight, of course. But last order of business
Houdini.
before we get out of here, U.S. Open did start today. And currently atop the leaderboard, Matthew Neesmith, 3 under par.
Is that your guy?
No,
Who'd you pick?
Zalatoris. He's 2 over. Rory's 2 under. So he's actually then, I guess, tied for second. I don't know why this isn't updated. Oh, he's
Rory,
right there.
baby.
And it's just the shame part for me. Morikawa tied with Rory. I had that conversation about him, but I don't know. I just didn't think it was his time. And one thing I do just want to look before we exit here. Okay, so Mickelson hasn't teed off yet, and as far as Dustin Johnson hasn't teed off either. But Tony likes the Mets. What else could we say?
Nothing, dude.
But yeah, it should be a fun weekend of golf. 100%, 1,000%, a million percent. But yeah, I mean, other than that, anything else, everyone? I mean, what do we got,
Dude, I mean,
Let's go Mets, huh?
You had to do it.
No, we're looking forward to the game tonight, Brian.
Yeah, let's go. It's gonna be a great time with
Yeah.
everybody. So can't wait for that. And thank you guys again.
Of course,
we'll see all of you guys tonight. Watch out for some videos on Instagram. I'm sure everywhere, Facebook, wherever you want to find us. But of course, there's plenty of videos on our YouTube page.
Tony in costume.
That would be right. Tony in costume. So definitely check that out. And of course, check out as well as the spring collection and the summer collection.
Still in spring.
Technically, we are still in spring. But of course, downtimetv.com. But I want everyone to enjoy this marvelous day. Enjoy the games. Let's go Yankees. And we will see you all mañana.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do. Thanks again.